we have reached till this destination that we have come to the semi-final, and within not a long time, we are going to have a final as well. That is going to be a very interesting ball game. And let me tell you all that, whether it is vice chairman or myself, wherever we have been traveling, meeting people, there is a lot of positivities been seen among the people. And the encouragement which people are carrying in their mind is unmatchable. The first compliments I would like to give it to all those participants who actually made one fact very clear is that you made the life simple, right? Life simple in the sense that you have given confidence to many of the people in the entire process, that technology can be adopted at any given point in time at any age. That is simple and the strongest message you people have given. And this is actually driving the entire ecosystem of the institute at present.
Dear friends, it has been a very interesting and very amazing journey of the hackathons. We finished first semi-final and then we are on the second semi-final today. When we discuss this AI hackathons in every conferences or with many of the members, they are excited. And they are excited because they feel that this is a AI revolution which has been started in ICAI by the AI in ICAI committee. So let's start our discussion. Over to you, Subha Chandranji.
Yes, sir. First of all, thank you for the ICAI and AI in ICAI committee, Chairman Dayani Sarji, Umesh Sarji, and the panelists and the juries for this opportunity. I'll share my screen and I'll directly move towards the. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir, visible.
Yes. So today I'm going to take a topic on email attachment automation using Power Query, and also do a data analytics, the AI powered data analytics with Genie Pro. So last time in my presentation, I explained the Genie Pro's capability and help how it can analyze the data. So today we are taking a classic automation with AI powered data analytics, how it will work in our real-time activity. So I'll take 2 minutes to explain what we're going to see and then practically show you how it's going to work. So straight away, so people might think, so what we receive. So certainly what we are going to do with the email automation. So I'll give you some few examples here. So one, most of us today on the corporate accounting teams, the data, the ERP data are sent to IAN and the daily reports sent to email. Right from Tally, you can send an automated email, ICS app or CRM. For example, for our month close process, the goods received but invoice not accounted, GRIR data, we might need it for doing the month close, sales, receivables, HR data for accruals, and for example, the payment advice from the bank in PDF, which we receive for all the payments, all the amounts we received or all the payments we made. For example, from the client side, we can ask them to directly email it from the Tally or the ERP itself, so that it helps to have the data integrity. And for multiple clients, we do it one time and then it's automated for life. And for example, from the vendor side or the consultant side, we did the BRC reports today for the shipping bill and all those stuff. So BRC has to be taken from the customer side or the client side. So automate these things can. So these are the few examples I can think of, and see it can be useful. Also, there are certain cases where I encountered to know all my contact list in my email. So it is very difficult. Earlier, Microsoft had option to export it. Today, it does not have directly. So these tools can help you to get the contact list as well. So first, how we do that? Access Power Query, open an Excel, use Power Query, connect your email, and then filter attachments. This is how we are going to do. And how do you pass the data? So you can select it. You can parse XLS, SX, XLSB, CSV, PDF. These are straight away you can identify and collect. And you can identify what kind of information you want, or you only need the metadata. Everything you can get it from there. So again, combine attachments, make it standardized through Power Query steps, and then you get the unstructured data into a structured format, or even multiple structured formats into a one single report. So then you have the power of Genie, load your file, Excel file to Genie, and ask questions what you need, and then get the visualizations are solved without need to worry about the Excel formulas or stuff like that. So these are the benefits. I'll directly quickly go through the practical thing. So I'll open Excel here. So I'll just to minimize it because it's not. So for example, whenever we open an Excel file, I mean, most of us now know how to go there, and you take a blank query. In the blank query, you have to copy paste. So because there are Power Query is available from 2013, Excel 2013 onwards in a add-in format. 2016 onwards are the standard feature. But still 2016 and 2019 and 2021 misses some features. Like in 2019 or 16, you cannot parse a PDF in the Power Query in Excel, but you can do it in Power BI, Power Query in Power BI. But in Office 365, you can do PDF parsing as well in Excel itself. But one feature, one thing we have to, I mean, I found it or is available is you can use those formulas when you do in Power BI and just copy the formula here in Excel, even in a 2016 format or a 2019 Excel, it automatically works. It just these functions are not visible or available in the older versions. So now any versions more than 2013, we have this. Copy this exchange.contents and your email ID. It will ask you for example, I will show you here. It asks you for edit credentials. So once you create your Microsoft account and you sign in or give the specific ID to sign in, it will be signed in. For Gmail and other things also, it can be done. So now what happened here is, so once we come here, your email will be shown like, so your mail, calendar, contacts, and tasks, daily tasks what you have, you can see here. So all we need interested today is the email. So I navigate here and get the email. So every email from every folder will be shown here. You can see I have, this is my sample email, which you can see what are the folders I have in email. Then from there, you can go right and go to the every section you can expand, CC recipients. So I wanted the contacts. I also got that. Then you can expand the attachments. So there are column headers which says attachment. You can expand it, and then you can filter only the here I have said one particular client name and to filter the attachments from that client, and then you can see that particular email alone identified, and then I have filtered the XLS format, which format has to be filtered here. So you can go here and then filter here. I'm not doing it right away because the time takes is we need to be, I mean, it has to be considered. So I'm just showing you how we can do here. So you can select the formats, and then again, I'm selecting specific table rows, and then finally I'm expanding here. It will expand that particular attachment, what data it has. So it will show all the sheets available, and then you can specifically select the specific sheet what we want. So once it is done, it can be loaded into the table. So now we can see here, this is a GRIA report, which I mentioned in my presentation, one of the use case which I wanted to take. It says the document number. This is a dummy report. So it says what is the vendor. So this is like, I received the goods, but I had to book the invoice. So the goods entry is received. So it has this report. Now what to do? The first benefit is, once we do this every month, month close, all I have to do is come here to this file, refresh and do it. So as everybody, the panel said, in the first time implementation, we have to ensure the data is correct, manually check. And also you can have some sample checks, hash total things, and you can manually verify every time, just to spend in, rather spending one day, I can spend 10-15 minutes, ensure the data is, all the data is coming. And to my experience, I'm using Power Query for almost a decade now. And once it is done, unless the feature is, oh, thank you. So it will not it doesn't have any issues so far. So what we can do is straight away load this to the Genie. Just a second. So once we come to Genie page login, it will show the basic conditions, and then I'm uploading the file. Sorry, the file is in open. Load. So I will select the query 5, which I have done here. So it will show the first 5 lines for understanding along with the headers. So I have, in the interest of time, I have typed the questions which I want. So basically, I want to know the aging. How many invoices are not, how many store entries which does not have the invoices accounted. So it gives me the chart, and also I can ask it in a table format as well. So this is real time, so I can see it in a table format as well. So there are other things which I want to. So by vendor type, I need to understand, is there any vendor type which has exception? So which gives me the vendor type wise data as well. So I wanted to know invoice category. So what are the type of invoice category, and provide me, I can say so in a table. So this is just natural language. We need not worry about too much of formulas to know about what is this. So this AI powered thing will help me. So this is the invoice category, and in which the amount is there. So this is what I want to say. It's not just about the email, but our day-to-day activity is done with email. So it helps in a lot of ways to standardize as well as save the time. Thank you.
Thank you, Subha Chandran, for your demo on the data Genie. And now I will request our juries with Subha Chandran.
Thank you, Umesh bhai. So basically, there were 2 parts to your presentation. One was extraction of data from using Power Query, which you yourself said, since you're using for the last 10 years, you are very familiar with. For us, it's a bit cumbersome, but nonetheless, then you use that data and use the other tool, which was Power Genie, to extract reports in various forms. That was the main AI part which you wanted. Yes. So one question to you is that I think the data input need not only be Power Query. If I have data in Excel,
any
again,
Excel.
this tool would probably be
any
useful.
Excel, any Excel, XLSB, CSV files, it can load.
And even if the data is in some tabular form, say in some software in SQL or something, again, that would also be accessible by this tool.
Yes.
So the data format is irrelevant. If we have the data and use this tool, we can analyze it in various ways.
Yes. It's a any tabular format, rows and columns with headers is enough. Either it can be database. So the online version has Excel and things only. For connecting to the database, there is a customer corporate version. We have custom corporate version. We have.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Subha. Yeah. So my queries actually can be, since you export the email data content to us, actually how we can read the data and get out some results out of this.
Little bit audible, please. I mean,
hello. You shown the email data actually.
Yes.
Okay. So can we even integrate the ChatGPT with the email data and actually extract some other information out of this? Is it possible?
Yes. So see, I'm
have you tried, just out of box question actually? Have you tried
I appreciate it. I'm restricting to go to ChatGPT because of the concern. Emails has more personalized SPI or PI informations. So we use in-house the Excel, your system data. Your Excel is in your local file. So you do that. It passes whatever the data you want. It's very simple. it will do that. Then once we have the data, then we move to Genie, where they also say that it is data is not sent to LLMs. So it's within the
directly
Genie.
giving the interface with the chat GPT, one intermediary is incorporated, so we can extract the data and rather than we can.
Yes, because large data, because email is fine, but when we get into data side, the file can be bigger and it cannot be put into GD side, and the data security is the another concern. The good thing is it can do even with PDFs and whatever the things which we need, which is in a printed format, and it can be parsed.
But you cannot rule out when Google itself is working on number of things, so they can give the access in near future to extract the data and explore.
Obviously, technology is evolving day by day. What I'm saying today, it might not be relevant tomorrow. Definitely.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Saurabh?
Yeah, so Shubha, as what a decent presentation on how to use data analytics tools and all. But I always believe that something which is very important and very relevant with using these kind of data genie and other tools as well is prompt engineering. So you have to tell what kind of queries and how the queries needs to be framed out. What are the keywords that needs to be inputted in the query so that we get the relevant data or relevant information out of this. So
yes, but here the knowledge is restricted to the table, and natural language can be even very simple. Need not be very specific. Even say, for example, the table has revenue. I can say sales. It uses the natural language processing and do the correct thing. So the prompt engineering is taken care by the data genie. So we can be ourselves normal.
okay.
Okay.